Hi, my name is Alex. I'm a student at Purdue University. This is my video submission for Unit 2 for English 420. The topic I chose to present is Britain's exit of the European Union, and specifically how it affected the global markets. So Britain's exit of the European Union is Brexit for short. You've probably heard about it on the news, but my question that I want to answer is, did this positively or negatively impact the world's economy? And I want to be able to quantify that down to an exact number. So for those of you that aren't aware, I'll give a bit of context. The European Union was developed in the first place to combat America's dominance in the global market. So America's economy is very large, but some of these individual smaller European countries, their economies are small. And so they banded together to form one centralized currency in order to combat America's dominance. So this was called the European Union, and the currency was called the euro. However, certain countries drove the value of the euro up, and then certain countries drove the value of the euro down. So countries like Germany, Britain, and France with large economies made the euro value higher, but certain countries like Greece, which is a bankrupt country, drove the value of the euro down. So and then the other reason that Britain potentially left was due to political reasons. So the European Union, they institute policies for the entirety of that union, and that includes the countries inside of it. So there were fundamental disagreements between the European Union's policies regarding Muslim refugees from terrorist organizations, and then Britain's policies regarding the same thing. So I want to divide this project into two different parts. That's qualitative and quantitative. On the qualitative side, I want to get into the political aspect. I want to understand European Union's reasons for implementing certain policies, and then how they affected Britain. And I also want to know from Britain's perspective how these policies affected Britain's overall view of the European Union and their motivating factors for leaving from a political perspective. The quantitative side, I want to be able to determine down to an exact number how this affected the global markets. So the way I'll be doing them is, one, on the qualitative side, I'll put one person on that project. I think that's enough work for one person, right? But for the quantitative side, that would be another person. And in order to do that, I would be actually conducting my own research. I would be running regression analysis of the value of the British pound against many different factors. So, for instance, I would run the value of the British pound against global markets, the state of the global markets, and time and inflation. And I want to see how it has affected the overall economy down to an exact number. And I want to be able to answer the question, was this overall net positive or net negative?